So you need to want to go somewhere, but you have bunnies. What should you do? What's gonna happen once you come back? Well, today I'm gonna tell you. So let's start with the options that you have for when you leave. The first option that you have is what I do. When I go away, I give my rabbits to a family friend. Their pen, carpet, toilet, and toys are all transported with them. So while I'm away, they're not completely free roamed, but at least they have quite a large area. Along with this, we set up a pet monitor so that I can see them when I'm away. If you don't know anyone who'd be willing to take care of your rabbits, you can hire a pet sitter to either come visit your house when you're away or give your rabbits to them. However, it's quite difficult to find a pet sitter who'd be willing to take a rabbit. And if you do find a rabbit sitter, then they'll likely require your rabbit to stay in a cage. This also depends on how long you're going to be leaving your bunnies. If you're just going for a weekend, then I don't think it's as bad as being away for a longer time. You could also find a pet hotel or a rabbit hotel. Basically, this is a place where you can leave your rabbit while you're away. When I was looking into this option, I didn't exactly like most of the pet hotels that I looked at. The main reasons why I didn't want to leave my rabbits at a pet hotel is because, first of all, they're potty trained and pet hotels don't usually allocate a toilet for your rabbits. Every pet hotel is different, so if you want to look into this option, I suggest you search rabbit hotels near your area. Those are the main options that I suggest you look into. However, a last resort could be just leaving your bunnies at home. The first time I left my rabbits was to see my grandma. I only left for 2 or 3 days. Back then, my rabbits were staying in the hallway, and before I left, I got several bowls and filled them with water so they wouldn't get thirsty. I definitely gave them much more water than they needed, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I also got an automatic feeder. Just make sure you hide the wire so your bunny can't chew it, and I had a monitor set up to watch them, which if you don't have, I highly suggest using FaceTour, which is what I use. And I also had a friend come and change their toilet and give them some vegetables while I was away. If you're planning to often leave a rabbit and you only have one, I highly suggest getting a partner. Coco and Falafel have been together ever since I got them, so they're never lonely. If you're thinking of traveling with your bunny, there are several things that you need to look into. Straight away, I'm going to say that if you're only going for like a weekend and you need to take a plane ride, then I don't suggest that you take your rabbit with you. Rabbits are very sensitive and they won't like the change in altitude. If you're just going on a car ride or something like that, rabbits also generally don't like that, but that's definitely a safer option than traveling by plane. If your rabbit has recently been sick or has had a surgery, for example being spayed or neutered, then you shouldn't travel for some time after that. Basically, there's a whole bunch of things that you should look at, so I suggest you thoroughly research this before going through with it. On to what's going to happen once you come back. This is a topic that I don't see much people talk about, but your bunnies will likely act differently once you come back. This obviously depends on your situation, but things like their potty habits might be changed. Also, rabbits generally don't like change, so they'll likely experience stress once you come back. In order to help your rabbit once you come back, I suggest you be very calm. Avoid loud noises such as a loud TV. Don't try to immediately pick up your bunny or touch them as it might scare them. Sit somewhere in the same room and allow them to come to you, and then give them treats. If you've been their owner for a while, then they will remember you. Also, avoid making sudden changes. For example, if you're planning on changing their diet, then I suggest you delay that to once they're used to you. That's pretty much all I can think of. If I forgot anything, you can tell me in the comments below. Or if you have any other questions, you can also ask me down there and I would happily answer. Otherwise, that's all. Bye!